Guilty
Balls.
balls. Yeah.
I screwed up there. I did an extra beat after I was like, oh, it's time for Kilted Balls. Oops. Sorry about that, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. Ballbuster here.
Yep. Kilter Dragon Chair here. Glad everyone is here with us.
Nice, nice. I won a silent auction, and it had Iron Fish bourbon in it, aged in, I don't know, maple barrels or maple syrup barrels. So
Awesome.
I'm going to
How
try
is
it.
it?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Oh, it's the first time you've tried it.
I like Iron
Live
Fish.
on air.
Yeah, I like Iron Fish,
Oh,
though.
okay. Okay. Never had it.
It's good. It's good.
Good.
Got a little bite to it, which I like. Not
Nice.
super sweet.
That's awesome.
I think it's pretty yummy. I'll probably drink that. Since I'm
Works
already
out well,
drinking
then.
it, it helps. It helps.
Since you won the silent auction and all,
Yeah, I know.
or
I
you
know.
can just pour it in your Infinity one.
Oh,
Just
that's true. It'd
mix
probably
it all
go in
in
there
there if you
pretty
don't
good.
like it.
The it's funny because it was one of those silent auctions where it's really you're doing like a political action donation. So
Okay.
you're doing a donation and then you get the basket for free.
Nice.
But you have to win the basket. So,
There's loopholes everywhere.
So I was like, okay.
But that's
So yeah.
like if I take something home, I'll take home this bourbon.
Well, I was like, I was probably going to give to that political action committee anyway. And so then I'm like, might as well give enough to. It had this in there. It had Traverse City whiskey in there. Had some wine. Had a whole bunch of chocolates and a carafe.
Awesome.
So-
Was it the cherry whiskey or
It
just
was.
some?
It was.
Oh, I would have done that too.
Yeah. And I've already
I
drank
haven't
some of
been
it.
drinking it all. Awesome.
Yeah, it was
I've
good.
got what they call agua.
Ooh, I've heard of that drink before.
Look at this. I think we've seen this before, but I found this at the Goodwill. It's got
Nice.
amethyst inside of there, which I think makes my water even
You
better.
know, you got to be really careful with that drink because, like, everybody I know who's tried it has gotten addicted to it.
That is true. It's very addicting.
It is. Like, you can't, once you start
very
drinking, even one sip, you have to drink it for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a thing.
That's awesome. Tristan was just wishing me a happy birthday.
It's
So that's why I
not your
was slightly
birthday yet.
distracted. He thinks it is, so that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Since I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. But yeah, we
But
had birthday dinner. We had birthday dinner today.
Oh, nice. Well, the rest of us can celebrate your birthday.
I know. I'm excited.
So even though you don't celebrate it, the rest of us can still. So
That's true, and that's what'll happen. We did have Thai food today,
ooh,
and I got to pick. So
I think if people are out there and you're wanting to, celebrate Kilted's birthday, our Kilted Balls listeners, send him a message, drop him a tweet, drop him a comment, give him a big happy birthday.
yeah, give me that.
Let him know birthdays still matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, we're
awesome.
bringing birthdays back. We're not bringing birthdays back, but. So, did you have an idea? I had one little thing I wanted to cover, and it came up earlier.
Oh
this
my gosh,
week.
I would love to hear whatever it is you want to cover.
So, we cover a lot of different things, and this is one that has come up a lot. But I just want to reiterate it. Sometimes we have fun, and there might be hidden nuggets, but this is one of those big nuggets that's going to be right there for people, and early in the show.
Wow.
So you never know how many more nuggets are going to happen. But being self-aware is so huge, I think. And I had something come up. Actually, and I've talked about it on here. I'm low-key kind of like looking for a job. I don't need one yet, but sheets are running low, and sometimes I get a little like nervous, especially like months like that aren't doing great. I'm like, oh well. So, and I don't know if I want to build something again. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't know if I want to do the whole entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever you want to call it, like, and just build something from scratch again. And we've talked about the reason I'm not buying more sheets and things like that. But anyways, I had 2 interviews this last week. I think they both went really well. There's one that I'm more interested in than the other, but the other one was one was live and one was like on a Zoom, whatever. And on the link it said wear your best outfit, and I was like, it just seemed a little for the job. It just seemed a little odd. I already had a button-up shirt on,
Mm-hmm.
so I put on my camel hair jacket that I got from Goodwill. I figured it looked good, no
Beautiful.
tie, like just looking good.
Yes.
So go through the interview. It seemed all right, and the big thing for me is and what does it look like in 2 years? What's separating the top performers from the mediocre? What are they doing differently? So we're talking about that sort of stuff. And I like how they say, what do you need for your pay? And I'm like, well, I don't really need any pay. I just kind of like I'm selling sheets. I mean, I don't say, oh, I'm selling sheets. I pay all my bills, but I want to be ready for when I'm done selling sheets.
Yeah.
So I was asking like, hey, if I'm going to do this, I would like to make at least six figures, and going through that. And she's like, oh yeah, our top people do that, blah blah blah. And so we're going through everything, and she's like, well, I have lots of interviews today, and we'll get a hold of you either later today or tomorrow. And she's like, oh, just to let you know that this, and it's sales, but it's retail sales. I don't know if I should say what it is,
No.
but you and I have talked, you probably have an
I know what
idea.
you're talking about. Yeah.
And she says, oh, just to let you know, our salespeople wear long sleeve button up shirts and ties and a jacket. I go, I that's not me. Like, I don't think I'm willing to do that. And she was like really thrown off. I was like, really? Like, for this job you're requiring like button up shirts and a tie and a jacket? And she's like, well, it's more the managers that wear the jackets, and the salespeople just have to wear the button up shirt and the tie. And I was like, I guess you can consider me. So I was like, afterwards, and I would have to decide if the other, especially if the other one didn't work out. I don't know if I would or not. I know me well enough. Am I willing to take? Because my idea is this is the next step in my life. And it was the same idea with Harley, with the Volkswagen. But things came up, and it wasn't that. But I don't know if I would be willing to step into that under those parameters.
Right.
And that
Right.
was kind of funny because I thought about it afterwards. I was like, I wonder if that was a test to see like how trainable this person is.
Yeah.
If they're like, because I could see that. I could see them saying, okay, if they're not willing to do this, are they trainable? And I think that's two different things. I think being inauthentic from the beginning, even if it was just a test, because I don't know if I've ever seen one of those guys not with a polo shirt on. I don't
No,
know if
I
I've
was
ever
like,
seen a
I
tie
was
in that
super
place.
confused when you said it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's she talking about? None of
So
them do that.
so I don't know. I thought it was funny, and then later I was like, well, what if it was a test? And I'm like, if it was a test, I'd rather be I'd rather be authentic to myself
Yeah.
than to just be a yes person, because I'm not a yes person, but I'm very trainable. Like, I can be trained. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I told, actually it's funny. I told both of them. They're like, well, you've been the leader for so long. Like, are you going to be okay to step back? And I'm like, honestly, I'm a better like 3 to 5. Like, I can take direction from people, and I can give direction if I need to, but like being the leader, like I don't need to be that guy.
Right. Right.
So that was kind of funny,
Whereas,
but
whereas I accidentally take over every organization I'm a
yeah.
part of.
Exactly. But it was just kind of like it kind of threw me off, but it really threw her off when I'm like, especially when you're talking about something where, yeah, I mean, and not that six figures is a lot. It's more than most people make a year. So, but yeah, it was just kind of funny. I was like, I don't know if I'm willing to wear a long sleeve shirt and a tie to do that. So I
Yeah.
haven't heard I haven't heard back from her. And they
Well,
reached out to me. To be fair, to everything started because they reached out to me on Indeed, and they like, hey, you look like you'd be a great fit for our team.
because it sounds like when she starts talking like that, like she's looking at you more as a managerial role with all your experience. And that's
Could
why
be.
she's like, oh, yeah, the managers wear this and
Yeah.
this, which, I think that is kind of a thing for like a managerial position, right? And I wear a
And
tie
that's
quite often,
mm-hmm.
but that's because I like how I look when I wear a tie. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we were interview, I mean, and yes, I don't think you go someplace like that and automatically become manager. But if that would have come up in the conversation at all,
Yes.
that's different. That's different.
Yeah, and I've had those. I still remember like people laugh all the time when they ask for like stories, especially with like interns and stuff. But
Hmm.
when I first got hired here, I did like 3 interviews. Like I chose where I was wanted to go. So it's
Hmm.
funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you had that job for a long time," and I'm like, "Well, I chose that job. Like,
Hmm.
I knew what I was doing." But like at one of the ones that I interviewed at, we're like talking and they're going through like what I want to teach, what I'm good at, and they're like, "What would you not want to teach?" And I'm like, "Biology." And they're like, "Oh, why not?" And I'm like, "Well, because it's weak. It's like a weak subject." I'm like, "It's just memorization. There's no like real like if I go it's fine, like I can teach it." I go, "But if I had to choose one to not teach, that's the one I think would be like not the one I want to teach." And they're like, "Would it change your answer if you knew this was for a biology position?" I'm like, "No, it wouldn't." I go, "And I would bid you good day. That's not what I want." Right? Like
Hmm.
that's not the gig. And
Hmm.
they called me back like the next day and they said, "You were our number one candidate." And I was like, "Cool." And they're like, "But it's for a biology position, so we're going with our number two because we figured you were going to tell us no either way." And I'm like, "I most assuredly would have told you no." Like,
Hmm.
you got to be true to yourself and you got to know
Yes.
yourself, right?
Hmm.
And so I think that's
And sometimes you have to learn yourself. And actually, it's funny. I just reposted a Facebook. Um, Rayhan was just spitting truths, kind of like that, like just
yeah.
knowing yourself and resting. And you have to watch it. Anyone out there, you can see that's the cream pie poppy.
Nice. I love
So
cream pie
he
puppy.
does a lot of like workout stuff where he's just talking when he's in the workout room. But yeah, it's true. Like we're thankfully we've done a lot of work on ourselves where we know ourselves pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and it's definitely a journey.
It is. It is. And it's funny because I spent Friday, Saturday in meetings all day, which is normal. Like, this is my
Hmm.
big weekend every year where, like, the big union is making, like, all the decisions, right? And
Hmm.
I got done and I came home and I was like, maybe I need to be done with that facet of this.
Oh, really?
Well, because, like, there's been times where I've gone to that and been so mad and so grumpy, right?
Hmm.
But this time, I was apathetic. Like I was like,
Oh.
I'm like, this is not good. Like you, what everything you are doing here is a waste of my time.
It might be time to step down
And
then.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe somebody else needs to take this part of the role because, like, right now, this is just wasting my time. And so I'm
Hmm.
like, that seems like bad. Like before, I felt like it was important or that, there was contributions I could make or things I could learn. And
Hmm.
this time I was just like, yeah, nope, nope. And like in last year, I was like double booked that weekend and doing stuff the whole weekend, like forcing it to fit in. I was just like, eh.
Okay.
So yeah, now I was like, hmm. But again, that's knowing yourself, right? Like
Yeah.
getting me mad is okay. Like I believe that
Hmm. Yeah.
all of those
Yeah.
passions are good. But if
Hmm.
I'm just sitting there going, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Well, we've talked about that before. That's worse than like if somebody's upset with you. That's much better than somebody not caring anything
Right, right. Like
about you or about in the topic, whatever you want to put that under.
whatever it is, right? Like
Hmm.
that's no bueno. That's no bueno.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Hmm.
So what did you do this weekend? Obviously, I went there, which they did have great
That's
dinner
awesome.
one night. It was fantastic, but then I jetted.
What did I do this weekend?
Oh no, sounds like a bad weekend. It was the first weekend you
No.
haven't been sick.
Oh, we did get to we did ton. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like everything blended together this weekend because it went by super fast. We did tons of cleaning Saturday. like
Mm,
tons of cleaning, rearranging, doing stuff in the warehouse, doing stuff here. And then Saturday we got to watch Man City play.
nice.
So they won a huge game, so it was very exciting in the house here, and it looks like they're going to win the Premier League. So
Wow.
that's exciting.
I didn't even
Especially
know they
like
were that far. I didn't even know the season was that far in. I thought that was more of a summer season thing.
no, Premier League doesn't run in the summer. Like it ends
Oh.
at the end of May, and I think they have 2 or 3 months off. But then they have like weird breaks all the way through the season. Like, well, this summer is going to be the World Cup.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's only the MLS that plays right now, but they're supposed to switch. They're supposed to switch to international schedule next year, which I don't know how they're going to do that. But yeah, the MLS plays over the summer, which is kind of strange.
Well, because that's in America, that's where it fits, right? You don't want to
Yeah, that is when it fits.
like you
It's
don't want to
competing with
compete,
baseball.
right? Like you don't want to compete against the NFL and the NBA,
Yeah.
right? Or hockey. So you go
Yeah,
with
and
the
then
other
what
one.
else? I'm trying to look at my calendar. No, that was the big things this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, we just got a ton done, which was really nice.
I think that is
Lots of organizing.
always important, right? To
Hmm.
get crap done, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! So I started. You know this, but listeners probably know. We had a talk where somebody had told Kilted that they're going to make a ton of money. They're going to have a bot do all of their trades,
Hmm.
and so far my bot. The good news is the bot hasn't cost me any money.
Okay.
The bad news is the bot
But
hasn't made me any money.
okay. Yeah, and it's
So,
interesting how you have it set up too. I really wonder if when summer comes
mm-hmm.
and like if you're hitting it, a couple times throughout the day, like if you're hitting it before the bell, if you're hitting it at noon, if you're hitting
Yeah.
it at the end of the bell,
Well, and
like
right
those are three different options,
right now we chat like
Mhm.
a good chunk of the day when I'm doing a trade. But
Okay.
like today, somehow my money was tied up. It was like unsettled, so it wouldn't let me do it. But
Oh.
if I had bought the instant it told me to buy, it jumped, I don't know, maybe percent like instantly.
Oh wow.
I wonder what it actually did. I'm gonna ask it what it did. It had me get out of a trade. That was something good that it did. Oh,
Yeah.
I just wrote this. Let's see if it knows what I wanted. I just wrote the ticker symbol, and so I just and it knows what I wanted to know.
Nice. Nice.
It said, "This is why things are thing." It said the bounce back you saw failed. So it
Okay.
was so this is it said you were lucky if you had bought those shares like you were going to, you'd be down 15%.
Oh wow.
So, looks like I
That's
made the
crazy.
right call by not doing
Mhm.
it. But the other thing it did today, and these are things I think are interesting is I had it had me buy something yesterday that just didn't really do anything. It like was right like dancing around the stop loss set.
Mhm.
And so I still owned it after the bell. Like I didn't get out of it,
Oh.
thinking that maybe it would do something good. And
Mhm.
so this morning, like before the bell, I'm like, hey, like, what do I do about this thing? And it's like they just had like stupid, crazy news. The stock is going to tank today.
Oh.
They're like, you need to sell it like as soon as the bell opens. Like, you need to be selling that. And then we'll come up
Mhm.
with a plan from there. And I'm like, okay. So I like jumped on there and I just said, sell it at market, whatever the market is when it opens.
Mhm.
And I think it sold for, it was a loss for me, but I think it
Yeah.
sold like, I don't know, 11.50 or 10.50.
Mhm.
When I looked at it at 10.31, the stock was like at $10.
Oh wow.
So like it sold it like on its way down. I was like, whew, good thing I listened and just said, don't
Mhm.
wait and see. Just set the market and let it sell as fast as it can.
Yeah. Oh, I remembered one other thing that we did. I was
Hmm.
thinking that we did something really cool. So the boys are doing taekwondo, and I told you that.
Yeah.
We're in the like the I guess quarterly they do the belt testings. So the belt testing is right now. And so we went Saturday, we watched the black belts do all their testing, and that
Oh,
was really, really cool. It was really cool. The
that is
energy was
awesome.
awesome. Like the stuff they were doing was awesome. It definitely made me a solid maybe. Like this could be fun, but
Nice, nice, a solid
but
maybe.
it was cool because they have to do like their little things, and then they were doing weapons and sparring and things like that. So it was cool, and obviously if you're a black belt, they've put in some time and energy, and
Well, and to swing this back around to what we're talking about, I think sports, and especially combat sports, they teach you exactly what your theme was today, right? Like, know
hmm
thyself. Like, you can't
hmm
hide in a combat sport. You have
no,
to learn how you are. And I think it's so big for human people's growth and how they
hmm
learn about themselves to do that, right? Like, you
yeah,
learn so freaking much
hmm
in those. And I think you learn a lot from lots of things. But I
yeah,
think, especially individual sports, you learn how you operate
yes, I agree.
because there's
I
no
agree.
team around you.
Yeah, and I love it for the kids. They're having a good time, and like watching them listen and yes
Hmm.
sir, no sir, and do the things that they're getting trained to do. I think it's really cool. I think it's great for them.
Yeah, that's super
But
awesome.
it was fun to watch. I forgot. I was like, I did something else cool this
Well, I'm
weekend.
so glad you brought it up because that's literally what we're talking about, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
know thyself,
Mm-hmm.
know your limits, know, like, we've talked about that so much. So it's good to have like a
Yes.
little blurb where it's like, that's kind of important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we've talked about
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, I know what my weaknesses are, so I don't do things that would
Yeah.
make those my weaknesses, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. So,
Yeah. Because like the sensei is like, oh, when you sit here in class, when you gonna join us? I was like, not me. Like
yeah,
I don't really not really interested in that, but Saturday I was like, oh, this is fun. I mean, that's a ton of work to get to that point,
it's a little bit of
but
work. It's a little bit of work.
yeah.
Well, and then it's interesting because I was thinking I had like one of my AIs make me like a trainer program, which I've never done anything with.
Mhm.
But I was sitting there mowing the lawn day and I was like, I need is inspiration. Like I need something at the end of the day to give me a little kick in the pants so I go and do a workout or do something. So
Mhm.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm a little bit further away from a disc golf course, but
Hmm.
like actually Friday I did that. I dropped the boys off and then I went and hit the course that you and I went to.
Yeah.
And it was great. No one else was out there, although I like literally I shot an 8 on hole 2 and I was debating life choices. I hit so many trees on that hole. I was so mad. And just like I calmed down and it ended up being good, but it was just great exercise throwing the disc around. And I mean I love doing that.
Well,
Like
and I think
that's
about that all
brings
the
me joy.
time. Like I'm like, I need to go and just hit the course. It's right here,
Mhm.
and I never do. Right, and I've been thinking it a lot lately. While it's nice, I'm like, I need to just walk over there and do it. I even thought about it at lunch today. I was doing other stuff at lunch, but I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, you know what? I should just take lunch and go throw around. Right?
Mhm.
Who cares? That'd be good to be outdoors. So
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Anywho, we are
That's
about
cool.
at our time. Any
Oh,
last messages
what
for our people?
nothing I can think of. I mean, those like we had some big nuggets today, so
Huge, huge, and I think those are
those are
great.
things that anyone can apply or just do a little bit of self-reflection.
I love it. I love it. Well, hopefully you're all having a great spring. Hopefully things are
Mm-hmm.
going well and you survived, at least in Michigan, all the floods and the tornadoes that spring brings. So hopefully life is good for you. And this is
Mm-hmm.
Ballbuster signing off.
Kill to Dragon Jerry. Love you all.